Hello everyone, my name is Shyam Shankar. In this video we are going to see matrix in Java. First I have imported Java util scanner and just gave the class name as matrix and public static void main string or args. Then we are getting the uh, user input here. Enter the number of rows of the matrix because it's a matrix. We are producing the enter of rows in the matrix, and int rows is equal to scan print next int. Then we are getting the user input again. Enter the number of columns in the matrix because we are getting the rows in the matrix. Then we are getting the columns in the matrix. Then in columns is equal to scanner next int int matrix 1 rows columns, matrix 2 int new int rows columns because we are filling it here the rows columns. Enter the element of the first matrix. We are getting the element of the first matrix. So for int I, for of int I is equal to 0, int I less than rows I plus plus, for of I j is equal to 0, j less than columns j plus plus, matrix I j, because this I have given I j, scanner next int. Now we are getting the second element of second matrix. We are getting the second element of second matrix. For of I, for of int I is equal to 0, int less than rows I plus plus, for of int I j is equal to 0, j less than column j plus plus, matrix to I j, scanner dot next int. We are getting the user input like first matrix is like that. For so that we are giving we are using for loop here. For of int I is equal to 0, I less than rows is equal to I plus plus, for of int j is equal to 0, j less than columns j plus plus, system dot out dot print matrix is equal to I j plus here the value. Then printing. Now we are going for second matrix. User input like second matrix. For of int I is equal to 0, j I is equal to 0, I less than rows I plus plus, for of int j is equal to 0, j less than columns j plus plus, system out print max matrix to j I. Then we are giving the user input like enter your choice you want to perform, because we are giving multiple operations here. For that we are giving enter your choice you want. Then if the choice of the scanner is equal to int next int int, if the choice is 1, if we give the choice is equal to 1, it just performs addition. Choice is equal to 1, int result max is equal to new int rows columns. We are using the for loop here. Int I is equal to 0, I less than rows is equal to I plus plus, for of int j is equal to 0, j less than column j minus j plus plus, result matrix I j is equal to matrix 1 plus matrix 2, because from 1 and 2 we are plus the matrix for addition. If we give for the addition of the two matrices like that, it shows and shows the answer. For that, this for loop is being performed. For of int I is equal to 0, I less than rows I plus plus, for of int j is equal to 0, j less than columns j plus plus, system dot out dot print of result matrix I j plus an empty space. Then system dot out dot print ln. If we choose the choice is equal to 2, it just goes for subtraction of the matrix, separating the matrix. In this we are using the same for loop, and just in this the difference is just subtracting the two values. If we give subtracting the two values, then it just performs an operation. For that we are using the for loop, and just prints the answer. If we goes for choice is equal to 3, then it just multiplies. Choice is equal to 3 just multiplies, because we are giving the choice is equal to 3 is multiplication. So just multiply the two values. multiply the two values, rows, columns, then just perform some for loop. For of int I is equal to 0, I less than rows, I plus plus. For of int j is equal to 0, j less than columns, j plus plus. For of int k is equal to 0, k less than columns, k plus plus. Result matrix ij is equal to matrix 1, matrix ik, then plus matrix 2 kj. For the multiplication, the for loop is being performed. For int I is equal to 0, I less than rows, I plus plus. For int j is equal to 0, j less than columns, j plus plus. System out print just prints the value. Then system out println. If we give 4, it just shows the thank you, because we are exiting the loop. Just shows thank you. Otherwise, if we give the number which is not, we are giving the program to perform. Example, if we give 5, it just shows invalid output. Because we are giving only 4 operations here. If we didn't give that, it will show invalid output. Now we can just run the program. It shows the number of rows in the matrix. I'm just giving 2. Number of rows in the column 2. Enter the elements of the first row. I'm just giving 20, 50, 20, 50, 60, 40. Now second matrix, elements in the second matrix. For that I am giving 15, 25, 35, 45. This is the first matrix. Second matrix. Now it shows that we need to perform any addition, subtraction like that. It shows that I'm just giving 1, because we are doing addition. Just shows the addition operation here, value of addition. Now we can see how to get the student details in Java. For that, I have imported java.util. In that I have given the main as the class name, then public static void main strings args, scanner s is equal to new scanner system.ln. I'm just giving the user input no, it just shows that student details. First it just shows us like student details, then I'm just giving the user input like enter the number of students. Then a is equal to new string, c is equal to new string n. We are giving the unit driven program here. So int n is equal to 1, while n is equal to 1 just prints choose the number of choose from the following options. 1 is equal to enter the student details, 2 to display the details, 3 for search the number by register number. Int ch is equal to s dot int next int. If we choose 1, it just shows system. If we choose 1, just shows that enter the number of enter the name of the student. It shows that enter the name of the student. For int j is equal to 0, j is less than n, j plus plus, a of j is equal to a s dot next. Then it shows that enter the department of the students. Now we are getting the department of the students. For that we are giving the for loop here. In for of int k is equal to 0, k less than n, k plus plus, c k is equal to s dot next. For of int I is equal to 0, I less than n is equal to I less than n, I plus plus, s of I is equal to new student. Then it just shows that enter the student, then I plus 1, then register number mark 1, mark 2, mark 3. For that, register number is in the int value, then marks are given in the float. To get in the float, If we choose to, just ask for students details for int I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, then it just shows that student plus I plus 1 and details, then system out println. If we choose 3, it just shows that enter the register number of the student, then int r is equal to s dot next int for int I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, if s I is equal to roll number, or then it displays break, we are using the break statement here. After this, it just shows that would you like to continue, yes or no. If we press yes, then the loop again starts, otherwise the loop just exits. For that we are using here, for that we are using class function here, name, we are in the string we are using name and dp, float m1 m2 m3, this is the marks 1 2 3 we are giving in float, and int is equal to roll number, we are, because we are getting the roll number in int value, then public void details, string name, int register number, string department, float, this is for marks, as it is I said name, dp means department, roll number is equal to register number, m1 m2 m3 m3, then just public void display, then it just displays like the name of the student, and then we are giving an average value for the student, so it just shows number of name of the student, then register number, department, mark 1 mark 2 mark 3 for out of 30, then it just shows an average. Now we can just run the program. It just shows that student details, because we are given there first itself we given that only student details display like that we are given in the program, so it just prints the student details. See, if we are given the student details here, so it just performs like this. Then I enter the number of the student. I'm just giving the roll number as 100 for the first student. Once again, I just made a mistake. Enter the number of students. I'm just giving 2. Choose the following options. 1. To enter the student, display the details, search the details by the register number. I'm just giving from 1. Name of the students, I'm just giving it as Jack, Anthony. Then just asking for department, I'm just giving 1 for CSE, another is MEC. Enter student register number, mark 2 mark 3. Enter student 1 register number, mark 1 mark 2 mark 3. Now we are giving student 1 register number. I'm just giving student 1 register number as 100, then mark as 80, 85, then 90, then student 2 register number, I'm just giving it as 101, then register number is then mark 1 is 85, 45, 95. Would you like to continue or no? Continue. I just giving yes. Just store here. Then display the details. I'm just giving 2. This is the average mark of the 1 and 2 students. This is the average marks. For student 1, this is the average mark. They are given the roll register number as 100, department is CSE, mark 1, then mark 2, mark 3, then total of 30. Then average, they have performed an average function. For student 2, name of the student, then register number, department, mark 1, mark 2, mark 3, then total number, total out of 30, then average. Then it shows that would you like to continue. I'm just giving 2. Then it just came out of the loop. Thank you guys.